Alright guys, welcome back, and we have the final leaks for the pack that is releasing on Friday. We were thinking Thursday, but it is Friday after all. Sometimes it doesn't really add up the numbers that we have with the ban list, but the ban list also will be on Friday then, I guess. But you can see we have two upcoming selection packs in Structure Deck, and we have the new unconfirmed leaks from Dkayed. Obviously they are basically confirmed odd eyes from last night, which makes sense because in the new article here you can see that odd eyes is actually coming. You can see it here. This is obviously from the in-game portion where you can now see which ultra rares are expected to come in these packs. We have a reprint pack, you could call it, and then we have the new pack, a lot of dimensions here, which there are cards in that we already knew of. We will get the new odd eye stuff. We will talk about that in a moment here. We will get Exceed the Pendulum, a very strong card for Pendulum decks, giving you the ability to basically... It's basically a link climb, because if this card is linked summit, you can add up one face-up Pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand, and then during the main phase quick effect, you can special summon one Pendulum monster from your hand or graveyard in your defense position with a level between the Pendulum scales of 2 cards into Pendulum zones. So this is basically a make me and then go +1 card that you can use to climb up something like a Heater or a Dark if you want to compare it to them. So a very strong card for Pendulum decks. Pendulum decks definitely getting a boost. Also Monkey Board going back to 3 on the new ban list, though I think this will not make the biggest difference, I think personally. We know that the Z Arc, the Odd Eyes Arc Ray Dragon, will also get the animation. No big surprise here. It is the card on the front of the pack. We know that. We will probably also see an animation of Garunix Eternity Yang of the Fire Kings, which was to be expected. This is a card you can play in Fire King. You will play in Fire King Pure, that's for sure, but you can play in Fire King Snake Eye, but you don't need to. If you don't want to, because you need to keep your continuous field spell on the field and you sometimes want to send that away for your Snake Eye Ash or some other effect. But we will go more in depth on these cards when I make the Fire King guide, obviously, that will come out. Then we have one of the new Sky Striker cards. We also knew this one, and then one of the Val Monica cards. No big surprise here. This is the normal summon that you need 3 times. So no big surprise that this is an ultra rare. It's very interesting to see which other cards will be ultra rares. We know 5 now. We have 13. Very interesting to see how expensive Harmonica will be, and the Fire King stuff, and also I guess the Odd Eyes stuff, because what we could see here is that a lot of the Sky Striker cards will be ultra rare. That would make sense because we get the reprints, or not the reprints, the alternative arts. So for example, an alternative art Kagari will probably be an ultra rare. Remains to be seen which rarity will be the other Sky Striker cards. If we, and that's at least my personal opinion, if we get lucky, then a lot of the Sky Striker cards will take the ultra rare spots, and then maybe Fire King will be very cheap. I honestly have to say, if the Fire King cards are not that expensive, for example, this one being an ultra rare, if, for example, only the, let's say, the Kirin or something gets the ultra rare print, then I might only craft from this pack, because the Fire King stuff is the only stuff that interests me personally, but obviously that is up to you also. Let me know in the comments what you think of these packs. Are you excited for this, and what are you going to craft, or what are you hyped for? We have another selection pack, Victory in Progress, where we get some reprints. Makes sense because we have changes on the ban list concerning these cards here, the adventure engines. We get them now in this pack here. There's also an effect veiler in this pack, which this is quite nice. You get Diabellstar in here, also nice. So a lot of I would say meta impactful cards that you can pull from here. Punk cards that are obviously also not bad. So remains to be seen what else is in here, but I think it's like it always is. If there are a lot of cards that you need from this reprint pack, you could say, then it would make sense pulling from this. So for example, you still need an effect veiler, you want to build Snake Eyes because you want your Diabellstar, and then you also want your adventure engine maybe. Possibly there's also more stuff from the adventure engine in here. Could also be the Griffin, which is also an ultra rare in here maybe. Then it would definitely make sense to pull from this reprint pack. I like the reprint packs. The last one we had with the Baron de Fleur and the Lady Labyrinth and other stuff in there was also very nice. So if you're missing a few cards from the meta staples that are in these reprint packs, makes sense to go for them. But once again, we will talk about this when the pack comes out. I will basically make a video where I show you what you should pull for and what you should avoid. And then we already knew this one. We get a new structure deck, Origin of the Galaxy. So Galaxy Ice Photon structure deck number 2 basically. where we now get these cards as confirmed ultra rares. Remains to be seen. I guess we will get more ultra rares in this pack. This will not be the only ones here, but definitely nice. I think the Solar Flare Dragon is something that we will need 2 of, if I'm not mistaken, but we can quickly check this out. I am imagining, why can't I click on this? Is this okay? We can click on here, but I'm imagining that I somehow can't click on anything here. I imagine that we will get a more confirmed ultra rares here. This will probably not be the only ones that we will get, because normally a structure deck contains 4 to 5 ultra rares and not 3. 3 would definitely be on the lower side. I'm not quite sure what's happening here. I can't just click on the deck list, so whatever. We will check this in a moment. Maybe it works then. A bit strange. Okay, there we have it. Galaxy Eyes Photon decks. Can I now click on here? I can. Amazing. And obviously in the main deck there are not a lot of ultra rares, so it's more about the extra deck. We know that we will get this card for free in the new campaign, so that's quite nice. You get this card here. This one you can already get from Rage of Cypher, the already existing structure deck, same as this one. Then this is very nice. I remembered this to be like this because this is played at 2, which is nice because you can get it here in the structure deck. Then, unfortunately, we will not get a Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. You might already have this, though. Galaxy Eyes Hope Harbinger. Also, these are like staple level 8 cards that you can also use in Fire King, because you can make them there if you want to. And then I think these ones we will also get, right? Is this one and this one? Yeah, that's nice. So we basically now have the ability to get all the important ultra rares for this deck, besides the Photon Lord, it seems, and the Hope Harbinger, if you want to put it in there in structure decks, right? So if you want to get this deck, let's say you want to specifically get this deck list, then you would only need to get structure decks and then craft this one, and obviously an SP and a Zeus if you don't already have them, and in this case an Underworld Goddess. But that's quite fair, I think, and really good for a structure deck. I like this. If they can't provide us with all the stuff in one structure deck, then just give us 2 structure decks so we can play them. Then we have the Pendulum stuff here. Dkayed also made a video about this. This is what we will get. We know this. Not too impactful, I have to say. You can play the Supreme King Gate Magician, which is definitely the most important one, together with the Supreme King Dragon Lightworm in your Pendulum decks, in Endymion, as well as in the Pendulum Magician deck, which definitely boosts it, together with the Exceed the Pendulum, to have a way easier access into a combo. We can quickly check that out. I definitely have some really bad internet today. Check that out here in the combo part that of Dkayed video, which isn't even from Dkayed. He is from Super Nix, which makes combo videos, and we can quickly check out what you can do right here with the new stuff. You dump the Dragon to the Grave, which can then search the new card, the Gate Magician. A normal summon the other one. And then you have 2 level 4s, making the normal Exceed the Pendulum, searching your Iris Magician. Then you can scale. You have to obviously Pendulum summon now to get the effects back. These can make, I don't even know what this level 4 is, Supreme King Gate 0, and there's a new Exceed the Pendulum, which you will be able to use to get another body to the field, as I already talked about. We can see this here. We are going to add something back to the hand. Damn it, stop pausing the video, Dkayed. We add the Supreme Gate Magician back to the hand, summoning it. This one can search the Pendulum Evolution, which you can use this to Pendulum summon twice each turn, which is very nice. We get another Exceed the Pendulum. Now we can Pendulum summon again, which means we can use 2 of these, right? Normally you would not be able to, because if you activate this then again, you cannot you cannot activate effects until you Pendulum summon, but with this one we can Pendulum summon twice. We get now, this is obviously nice because you get bodies to the field that you can use for effectful Link monsters. And you can see that we can use the bodies to get into the basically known strong boss monsters that we know from all the other decks and make in all the other decks. This is a Omni Negate that we can make right here. And then we can go Selene line into obviously an Apollousa play. Selene Revive, Apollousa, and then we can also make a Baron, I think, because these 2 make a Baron. And we basically made this with, I think this was 1 card, wasn't it 1 card? This was only the Pendulum guy, right? Oh no, it was a 2-card combo, okay. Yeah, so still not the most amazing 1-card combos for the Pendulum deck. Obviously the Pendulum deck will not be super dominant now with the new cards here, but they are quite nice. You will be able to use some of them this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. I guess the other one's not that important if I get this right. And then you can also use this new one here in Dynamorph here, because then you can use the Z arc that you have summoned from your trap, which normally would leave the field, and just lay this one over the Z arc, and then have a 4000 body on the field. Not too impactful, but definitely not bad. And then obviously we have talked about this in the past. We will get the Sky Swagger stuff, we will get the Fire King stuff, and then also the Val Monica stuff. So not the worst pack, not the best pack if you ask me. I'm very up for the Fire King stuff, but guys, let me know what you are excited for. What do you think of all the upcoming stuff? I really like it that they have these double selection packs here, even though I normally don't pull from these reprint packs. I normally don't really need them, but you can let me know in the comments what you think. If you like my videos, please consider subscribing, hitting the thumbs up and the notification bell, and we will see each other in the next one.